as there are snow flurries in the forecast.
And another lump in the throat for Virginia basketball fans.
And a local rock band, the Dads. Steve, the Dads, next on the scene tonight. It looks as if a local Richmond band is headed for the big time. 4 young men called the Dads are making their final appearance in Richmond tonight before they head off to negotiate a major record contract. Frank Mann reports.
They're young, they're fresh, and they have one of the biggest names in the rock music business right behind them. 4 young men who call themselves the Dads. Their new producer has completely flipped over their style, their music, and their loyal following. He's Paul Lecca, the man who produced Harry Chapin, discovered Gloria Gaynor, and REO Speedwagon. He also wrote the songs Green Tambourine and Na Na Hey Hey. Lecca heard about the Dads through their manager, Mike Broussard, who discovered them playing in a parking lot in Georgetown. Back then, they were using battery-powered amps and a single snare drum.
When people ask me who haven't heard them what they're like, I say, do you remember the first time you heard Buddy Holly or the first time you heard rock? And it was a real honest thing.
Tonight's going to be their last performance in Richmond for a while. They're heading up north, where they'll be heard by a number of record companies. After that,
we hope right to the top, obviously. Yeah, I think that if they work hard and we all keep our eye on the eagle and Richmond continues to support them and we work real hard, the major deal is there for the Dads. Hit records, that's in the stars, God willing.
So far, success hasn't really changed the Dads. Is the honesty and freshness here to stay?
I think so. I think that they've prepared themselves for it. I think that they know what they're about.
An up-and-coming rock group right here in Richmond, and they are headed for the big time. And for a preview of what they sound like, take a look. Then we join Ann at the Tobacco Company.
Well, you've heard the Dads, and now you're going to meet them at the place where it's all happening tonight, right here at the Tobacco Company. And I will introduce them from my left. This is
David Ayers.
And David plays and sings
Guitar.
And this is
Brian Harvey.
And Brian Harvey has a sister who's programming assistant at Channel 12. Got to throw that in. She's selling autographed tickets this week. $400 a piece. You can come down to the Tobacco Company and enjoy the Dads. This is
Mike Tubb.
Hi, Mike. What do you play?
I'm the drummer.
And this is
Mark Lewis. I'm guitarist and sing.
You guys aren't excited about tonight, are you?
No.
Is it tonight?
Is it tonight?
I thought it was tomorrow.
I've got the wrong night?
What night is this?
This is, don't ask me, fellas. You're asking a poor one. Most people will tell you, I don't know what day of the week it is.
It should be fun. We're looking forward to it, really.
What do you hope will come out of this?
Money.
How much money? Would you like to say that on the air?
No.
How'd you all get together?
Music is the important thing. I was just kidding, really.
Well, would they know that?
Mark's the serious one. Yeah.
Who's serious? I'm going to talk to the serious one in the group. Is this one elected? How did you all get together, Mark?
Well, it was just a matter of fate. These two were looking for a band, and Brian and I were looking for a band, and we just bumped into each other.
I ran into Brian at a bar and made him the offer, and he called Mark, and a month later we were playing
these guys here, and I didn't believe them. And then we were a band.
How did you come to meet Paul Lecca?
Through Mike Broussard.
And tell us who Mike Broussard is.
Mike Broussard is our manager and cook, and a good one at that, too.
No, I understand. The first time he saw you all, was in Georgetown in a small parking lot. Who's going to tell that story?
I will. Yeah, we were, the original dads used to play out on the streets of Georgetown with battery-powered amps and just a snare drum, and we'd play for change. And we were sort of a popular act, and one of the nights Mike happened to see us, it was just a crazy night, and there was a lot of excitement in the air, and he saw that, and that was just how it started. He saw us that night in Georgetown.
Well, you know, Pat Benatar started right here at the Tobacco Company. Is this going to be the next big group?
Yeah, we want to be the next Pat Benatar.
The next Pat Benatar.
This is like talking to doctors about Medicare. I'm going to move on and thank you, gentlemen, and talk to the men who made it all happen. And this is the gentleman right here. This is Paul Lecca. And who is Paul Lecca? Well, he's helped a few people like Harry Chapin, Melissa Manchester, and the list is endless. Paul, help us out.
Yes, well, REO Speedwagon, Dan Fogelberg, even Peter Nero. I did the summer of '42 with Peter Nero. I recorded and produced him, and we had a gold album. And REO Speedwagon I found out in Champaign, Illinois, and brought them to Columbia. And right now they've just they've enjoyed a 7 million seller. And well, Harry Chapin, I did Cats in the Cradle with Harry, and had a couple of gold albums with Harry. And it goes on and on.
You know, we are really excited to have you here to recognize the dads from Richmond, Virginia, which we're very, very proud of. And there's an interesting story as to how you came to meet these folks, and maybe we'll turn the microphone over now to Mike Broussard, who tells that story. And Mike is Paul's partner.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice. Hello, Richmond. It's great to be here. We are very excited to be here in town, but basically what happened is I was walking down the street with my daughter Lisa in Georgetown and saw this band setting up and watched a riot happen. They were very special, and I knew it, and started a dialogue with them and developed them over the year to bring them to Paul. And in September, Paul met them, got very excited about them, and we signed them in October. And it's been Katie barred the door ever since.
Well, you were saying, Mike, that they are unique in every way, and that being the case, there are a lot of people going to be represented here this evening, including the New York Times, People magazine, and just a few of the record labels coming to the Tobacco Company this evening are...
Columbia, Epic, Elektra, Warner Brothers, MCA,
and they're all coming to Richmond.
A couple more, yeah.
And they're all going to be here tonight.
That's right. They're flying in on Piedmont and all the other airlines that'll bring them here, and we're picking them up with a limo and treating them well. And I'm sure they're going to fall in love with the Tobacco Company. It's such a beautiful place. New York doesn't even have a place like this. And I'm so happy. I want to just take a moment to say that that Jerry Cable here has offered his place to us.
And I'm going to talk to Jerry Cable right now, a man who really loves the Tobacco Company, and, well, he should, because he owns it. Jerry, how long does it take you to prepare for everything that's happening here tonight?
Well, we've been working about a week and a half now to prepare for it, so it's been a big change for us to get ready for it, and it's worth it.
Was it a big decision for you to do this? What changes have you made, and what alterations? I know you've built a special stage for this tonight, and...
Well, a lot of video problems associated with the televising of it. We've moved the stage, we've vacated the Victorian Lounge to accommodate more people, and we're looking for a big, jam-packed, exciting night tonight.
And things get underway at what time?
Well, we're going to close the doors at 10 o'clock and then let the dad's people in at 10:30. It's 10:15 to 10:30, and then the show will go on at 11 o'clock and end about 12:15.
Now, a lot of folks are very concerned because there's usually an age limit, isn't there, here at the Tobacco Company? And you are lowering the age limit for this evening, or am I wrong? Slap my hand if I'm wrong.
Well, right, we're going to let 18-year-olds in, and 18-year-olds to 90, and come one, come all.
Do you have any idea how many people you're expecting? How are you going to handle the crowds?
Well, we have a lot of off-duty police here. We have video of the dads that's going to be set up at various places, and maybe outside if we have to show the video of the dads.
So there are going to be at least 11 video cameras here taping
there, and I'll talk.
In addition to that, the New York Times is here, People magazine is here. There are reporters all over the tobacco company today. And curious folks coming in and trying to enjoy lunch right now, too. But please come out and...
It's food, it's atmosphere, and it's entertainment. Well, this evening on PM Magazine, we'll meet a musical group from Richmond that premiered here several months ago. They're called the Dads, and rumor has it they're being groomed for superstardom.
But first we'll meet the...
So stay with us. Night of the formal premiere of the rock group called the Dads. The group is made up of 4 Richmonders who played many local clubs before they got their first big break. Now they're being groomed for superstardom, and they're being backed by the same promoter of Harry Chapin and REO Speedwagon. Well, now let's return to that night the Dads packed the house. The Dads, a rock and roll band from Richmond, Virginia, consisting of Mike Tubb, Brian Harvey, David Ayers, and Mark Lewis. Since they began playing together less than a year ago, they have acquired an ever-increasing legion of fans and supporters. And now they're on the verge of signing a record contract that could make them nationally famous. Each of the individuals in the group had played with other bands in the Richmond area before joining the Dads, but at their first practice together, they all knew that the chemistry of this band was different.
This group, when we got together, there was a real magical feeling that really excited all of us, and we just looked around. We didn't even know each other then. We said, you know, this is it.
Fortunately, we've become friends since then. You know, that works out nice.
Yeah. I think we all look like we're supposed to be there together. You know, like we look like we're friends.
Besides finding each other through the Richmond music scene, the Dads' success story really began when they were discovered in a Georgetown parking lot by Michael Broussard, a wealthy New England businessman who is now their manager.
And I looked at them, and there was just something about the look that was intriguing to me. They were very bright-eyed and intelligent looking and just charismatic as all hell. So I stopped and I thought, but can they play? So I was sort of prepared to really have a good time, and I thought, okay, so I stayed. About a half hour later, there were 300 people. There were 2 police cars, screaming girls. It was unbelievable. It was like going back to the 60s.
Michael offered to promote the Dads' musical career with his contacts in the music business. While the Dads continued to build their following in local appearances, they were also writing original songs, which became more and more a part of their act. In the meantime, Michael arranged for the band to play for Paul Lecca, a successful record producer in New York.
They're good. They're good to look at. They're entertaining. They have that winning combination of 4 people and that right kind of chemistry that work together, making music, and it goes from the stage to the audience, and just everybody has a good time.
With Paul agreeing to produce the band in the recording studio, with Michael acting as full-time manager, and with their ever-increasing list of original songs, the Dads really appeared to be on their way to stardom.
So ever since then, they've been kind of planning our future. You know, they had us move up to Paul's big estate up in Connecticut. We've been rehearsing there, and at the same time on weekends we play clubs and recording and getting all this stuff together for the showcase up till now.
The showcase would be a formal debut performance introducing the Dads to prospective record label representatives. A successful show could mean a recording contract for the group. As the date of the showcase arrives, anticipation for the Dads' performance increases. A few hours before the show, record executives from all over the country begin arriving at the Richmond airport.
I'm here to see a band called the Dads. What have you heard about them? Only what I read in the local Richmond papers, and of course everything I've heard from Michael Broussard and a friend of mine named Paul Lecca, who's going to produce the band, and they're very excited about their potential as far as being a big band for worldwide.
Why? Being a person who is in the music business, the entertainment business, I believe that music is found everywhere in the world, and I was invited here to hear a new group that has created a lot of local enthusiasm, a lot of excitement, and I'm here to see it.
The side of the showcase is the Tobacco Company restaurant, where hundreds of loyal fans are eagerly awaiting the Dads' return to their hometown.
I'm a fan of the Dads. They're great. I've seen them a lot here in town. They're great.
I love them. They're the best ever.
They're exciting. They're fun to dance to. A lot of fun. We heard all of them a lot. We're really excited about what they're going to sound like tonight.
After months of planning and rehearsing, and with a possible recording contract on the line, the time comes for the most important performance yet in the Dad's career. After an hour and 20-minute set and 3 encores, the Dad's first showcase is over. And from all indications, the show was a success.
They all acted real nice to us after.
It was favorable. We got one comment that we held their attention through the whole show.
I think it turned out to be a total success. We've accomplished what we wanted to, and they're very pleased. And it's a question now of how much it's going to cost a record company.
As a result of the showcase, the Dads did receive some offers from interested record companies, but they are still negotiating for the very best contract possible. Meanwhile, the band continues to write and record new songs and perform for new audiences all along the East Coast. But one thing is certain, it may only be a matter of time before the Dad's success story becomes well known to rock and roll fans everywhere. Well, they have their own unique style and they sound great, so they might have what it takes to make it. Incidentally, they occasionally return to the Richmond area to perform, so keep an eye out for them. Stay with us. We'll be back with more of PM Magazine from the Tobacco Company in just a moment.
Debutant.